The interesting thing was the area I hadn't done was full startup. I had been like employee 30, but never full startup. So I actually had to, drinking from the fire hose over here, learning that section. This section I feel more comfortable in.
Yeah, now you're going to hit your
also,
stride, right?
That's it. Now I can use my experience. But also,
That's
like when we look at the where we're at now, we've hired some really great leaders who have a lot of experience in each of their individual areas. And again, it goes back to that culture thing. Even within our leadership team, one of the cultures that we built from day one was don't kill an idea, build on it. Right. And we've all had that where you get into a meeting and there's that one person who just finds a reason, it's not one, most people find a reason to tell you why every idea is not going to work. Yeah. You can't do that at Keynes. If an idea gets put forward, you might not agree with it, but start building. As soon as you disagree, Bryon, you give me an idea, or I give you an idea, you disagree with it, I now defend my idea. Now we're having a 30-minute meeting defending versus you come up with an idea. I'm like, I love that, but what if we did this? What if we did this? It's a 5-minute conversation, and all of a sudden we're in a better place. Neither of us are annoyed. We're both excited, and both of us think we came up with the idea. So it's really just a win all round. That culture starts with the leadership team. And everyone that joins, we have that culture. So our leadership meeting is open, candid. It's okay. We're going to make mistakes, but let's work on it together. And I think that's made a huge difference. And that's really what I'm able to bring from my experience with different size teams throughout my history.
It sounds like you guys are part of an improv crew, because you're, like that's a classic improv thing to go, I love that idea. And what if, right?
Yeah, kind of. Our CRO is pretty funny. So maybe I should suggest that to him.
All right. So that's really helpful. Thank you for giving us an idea of what you're building at Keynes and what is on your leaders list. But now let's talk a little bit about our listeners. So they're building their businesses, they're scaling their businesses. Let's assume that, they've got their product market fit. They've been advertising or marketing a little bit, but now they're at a stage where, like you said, they're a small enterprise, more like middle-sized business, and they're trying to figure out, should I start looking at CTV? The thing that I think is interesting there is measurement. And you just brought up analytics, right? So why do I start thinking about something that's, if I've probably focused more on click-based media because it's easier to manage and that's what everybody starts with. Why would I think about something like CTV?
I think the first thing is, whether it's with Keynes or not, CTV is a must-run channel for growth. Right? You can only get so far. And I'll say this, it's going to sound like a sales pitch. It's not meant to be. See, if you think about everything we do in marketing outside of CTV, again, I'm talking about stage of business, probably doing most on social search, email, that type of stuff. It's predominantly mobile, which is great. But I would say to every one of the listeners, go look at your Google Analytics and look at your conversion rate between mobile and PC. I guarantee your PC mobile conversion rate is higher than it is on PC. Your PC conversion rate is higher than it is on mobile. You can almost guarantee it across the board. There's multiple reasons for that, right? Yeah. But can I find a user in a different environment, right? That's what TV brings. You can target someone, if you're doing it correctly, you can target someone just like you would on a mobile device. But yet I'm able to find you on a different screen, in a different environment. And just like we talked about, gone are the days when it's just for the Coca-Colas, the Home Depots of the world. Your ad can be right between them. You got a 90-second ad spot on Hulu. It could be Coca-Cola, your brand, and then Home Depot. Yep. You have the ability of doing that. So that would be what I'd first say. And then I think it's understanding what really you're looking for. If you're looking for growth, there's just different technologies and different ways of doing it to really drive that. But when you talk about measurement, one of the hurdles I think the CTV industry has right now is measurement. So there's a lot of companies out there that will be incrementality tools. You've got LiftLab, Recast, Measured, House. There's a number of them, and they're going to do short-term incremental or MMMs. They do they're going to show you a lift of each channel, right? It's really valuable. But again, it's how to show that. Depending on the size of the brand, they might not be big enough to be able to run these incrementality tools, right? The real measurement that we'd look at. So in the CTV space, you're either using IP address as the sole source of truth, or you're doing what we do, which is use cross-device companies and cross-device graphs. The difference being is an IP address has some level of accuracy, but SIM just had a study, I think it was in April, maybe it was late last year, when they were showing somewhere around 13 to 16% accuracy of IP address, right, as a proxy. So it's not really that accurate. It's a good starting place.